So recently I was asked a question of why do all the lights blink on a trailer when the hazards are on or when the signals are on? To answer this, first let's break down how the wiring on a trailer works. We have a 7-pin connector that goes from the truck to the trailer. We have one wire, which is our ground wire. Keep in mind this ground wire grounds all our other powers. So we have white as our ground, blue is our ABS or auxiliary function. Brown is going to be our tail lights. Green is going to be our right turn signal. Yellow is going to be our left turn signal. And red is going to be the brake lights. They come from the truck to this green 7-pin connector, and they go to the trailer. And they go throughout the trailer all the way to the back. In the back, I have a display. Here you have these far ends, these far red lights. These are your signal lights or your brake lights. And these center ones are just regular taillights, but they also flash. And a lot of times, the reason why these flash is because there's a ground issue. Because they all share the same ground, even the license plate light, way over here, even that will flash. But the reason why they flash is because they all share the same ground. If you look at it from a circuit point of view, let's say this is a signal, this is a signal, and then you got a taillight power, another taillight power. Let's say these here are your taillights, and then these are your signal lights. And they all share the same ground, but now we have resistance on that ground. Because we have resistance on that ground, we're not going to have that full voltage drop. If we're using a 12-volt source, you'd expect to see a 12-volt drop across a light to have it being as bright as possible. Now, if you remember how a series circuit works, if you have one resistor, so let's say we have 6 ohms and 6 ohms of resistance, the voltage drop across both is going to be 12 volts. Not one, but both. It's going to be 12 volts. So we know that we're going to have 6 volts in the center. But now, if we have 6 volts in the center, if we go back to this circuit, let's say we have 6 volts here because we did not have that full voltage drop. 6 volts right in that corner. But now, because we have 6 volts there, this is our normal tail lights. We have 12 volts here. Now we have 6 volts here. So that means the only voltage drop across this light bulb here is 6 volts, which is going to dim that light bulb a lot. So what happens is you have these signal wires, these signal lights flashing, and they're putting power onto that ground side, which is cutting the amount of voltage potential across those taillights. When they cut the voltage potential, they flash. Thank you for watching this video.